Good morning. Bushido to the chat. First and foremost, right there.
Morning,
Beat
guys.
everybody else.
Shido.
Yeah, we got 6 viewers in like 6 seconds. Let's go. Like the stream. Show up for us. Support.
Six. What's happening? I feel like I
Yeah,
haven't been here in a long time.
you haven't. It's been so long.
It's been a while.
But
Has it been popping?
nah, nothing. Nothing is.
Uh,
Belting up for this big old crash. When is it gonna happen? I'm just like, come on now. Give me some good entries for my cash accounts. Jeez. I don't feel.
Yeah, NAS is so rangy. Super rangy right now.
Yeah, Nasdaq is like a dead asset, I swear.
I mean, it's a great intraday asset. Definitely not swing right now.
I like it still.
Neon Spark, my G in the chat. He's a loyalist as well, Neon Spark. What's your bro, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from in the world? I'm interested.
Neon.
Why do I feel like in Asia? I feel like somewhere in Asia.
Nah, I think it's like somewhere else.
He's saying hello to you, Abby. You're not replying to him.
Morning, Neon. I missed it.
Yeah, I have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just setting up my chart. Yap it up.
Yeah, no, I've been freaking. I haven't traded this week. I haven't traded. It's been too. It's just a lot of chop and consolidation. Nothing at all for me. So far this week, I am sort of sitting on my hands right now. I was having this conversation yesterday with Joel because we were shooting some content, and I was just saying that, like for me personally, as the years have gone on, like as I've gotten older and just more wiser and more mature and more sexier and stuff, I come to the point where I trade a lot less than what I used to, because obviously definitely for me personally, obviously the more I'm involved in the market, the more I lose, without a shadow of doubt, the more I exhaust myself. I just love waiting for those beautiful, entries like the A+. If it's not there for me, then there's no trade. Like, there's been no trades this week. So,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
No reason to force it.
It's
trading is one of those things. You just gotta like take it as it gives it to you. If it doesn't give it to you, don't try to take it. Don't try to force it.
Yeah. Oh, you're from Canada. Canada, broski. Hey, I'm from Toronto. How did the accent from Toronto?
Just kidding.
Toronto, broski. Yeah, my broski.
No, what is that? A boot? They say a boot.
A boot. Yeah, I think, guys, like for me personally, when you look, obviously, expect consolidation. Like all dollar related, expect chop. Even Nasdaq, right? Everything. We're not going to get those breakouts until next Tuesday. So I'll see you next Tuesday. Abby. Do you know the joke?
No.
Oh, okay, fine. Don't worry. All right. So basically, yeah, we've got CPI next week. This is the big one, guys. Right? It's big because obviously, if inflation comes in hot, then the rate hike probabilities are going to jump up for July. Everyone's floating around the idea of the possibility, should I say, of a hike or not. It's sitting under 30% at the moment. Obviously, the rest of the year it's high probability. So that's that's a dollar positive. But really, for the dollar to get a boost, we need to see higher inflation next week. Okay, so when you look at the dollar right now, structurally nothing's changed, right? Sorry, again, with all my illustrations on the chart. But for me, I was saying at the start of the week, I would love to see the liquidity grab. So coming down, so you see how we got these lows of last Thursday. I wanted to see those being clipped. So sweeping the liquidity here, the lows, and coming down towards 105.50. There was just like a number of confluences for that. Obviously, we've got the trend line, we've got the higher low, we got obviously the sweep of this liquidity potentially, and then the structure. So that was shaping up for similar to what I'm observing here for euro. So I'm still, guys, like for me, this looks like a no-brainer for shorts. We have these periods of consolidation, like here. The periods of consolidation can last like 2-3 weeks. Look here, same sort of thing again here, and then again here for that lower high. So I'm just being patient, and this is what I mean, like how I would rather sit out wait for that high probability rejection here, the sweep of liquidity, and then enter, and then I'll go on a swing short. You know, I'll have targets here, and then the lower low targets, I'll be looking at 112. So that's going to be A plus if that happens. And obviously I'm going to have to wait for Tuesday, you know, for CPI. So that's what Daddy's watching at the moment. And then I'll quickly go over gold while I'm yapping. Same sort of thing. Sorry, excuse the drawings, but I'll just explain why this looks like this. So basically, if you look here, price action's just narrow, consolidating like euro, right? We're in this sort of channel, we're ranging. So it's a little bit choppy gold right at the moment in time. Again, I want to see this driving into the 4,200 area, potentially grab some liquidity up here, you know, clip these highs. These are highs of the week. Yeah, these are highs of the week. Clip some liquidity up here and it'll tie in with the upper part of that channel, the upper part of that range. And then look at shorts, you know, anywhere in this proximity. And then these will be swing shorts as well for gold. So it's just a lot of hand sitting for a dollar swing trader right now, like myself. I did have an opportunity on freaking the other day on euro and I missed it though. You know, like the liquidity sweep. So it's here. So we had a beautiful sweep of liquidity. If we go on a 15-minute, a beautiful sweep of liquidity up here. Look, this is A plus, but I missed it. So reversal candlestick, closure below, and then coming all the way down to the Asian range low. A plus. That's an A plus intraday, but I didn't take it. And look at structure as well. The structure was there. It all made sense. Anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I've got going on right now. So
very pretty, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like I don't know. I think today for me is probably bearish on the Nasdaq. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see if that plays out or not. Otherwise, I gotta figure out a new bias.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Talking about Nasdaq and stocks, obviously SpaceX has been going on right now. How's SpaceX shares doing, by the way? How are they doing?
33% drop when he announced the little thingsies.
The little thingsies?
Yeah, the little things. He announced something with one of his other companies, and there was a 33% drop in his stock for SpaceX. I mean, overall, I think SpaceX will end up being a great stock, or they'll probably merge with Tesla. So, you know, invest in those. But I'm thinking like years from now, you know, like it's not going to just be a thing now. I think there's still room for it to sell off.
Yeah, fair. Just while on that topic, like I've been informed that E8 are going to be dropping something soon for stocks. So obviously we've got, you know, people can trade CFDs, they can trade indices, futures, so on and so forth. But there's going to be something coming very soon for stocks, guys. So stay tuned. It's literally, obviously, you can trade everything basically now. So once that comes, game changer. If you like trading individual stocks, Yep. Yeah.
I heard that too upon hire many months ago.
Yeah.
They were really excited about it. I was like, cool, but
greatness, great. You can't rush greatness. Sometimes these things take a little bit longer.
Angel, you forgot that me. Hello. Angel.
Abby, sorry. What are you talking?
I'm saying angel in Spanish.
Yeah. On a minor effects front as well, I was looking at something. I'm waiting again. This is something where I'm waiting at the moment. So you see GBP Aussie. I spoke about this like many weeks ago.
Yeah.
So GBP Aussie on a monthly, right? And I'll tell you why I like the look of this. Let me explain. First things first. I know that chart doesn't look really, really nice. It just looks a bit messy. But let me hear me out here. So in the month of May, we had this reversal candlestick followed up with a bullish engulfing in June. Now, why we're seeing a bit of AUD weakness, if you look across the board, AUD has lost a little bit of edge because we've seen a bit of cooling in inflation. So markets have reduced their rate hike pricing for this month of July. Okay, so that's AUD negative. So AUD loses a bit of edge here. GBP Aussie is obviously double bottomed for me. It's not obvious, but it looks like it's double bottomed here. Bit of a W here, 1, 2, equal lows. And then we're at this neckline area at the moment. Again, this is another swing opportunity for me personally. I think once we take this out, this flies. Okay, this flies. Structurally, we're bullish, high highs, high lows, all that good stuff. But I'm waiting for this liquidity to be taken, basically 94s. I want to see a breakthrough of that, print higher high, then pull back, discount, and then I'm going to buy and hold. So yeah, that's a swing trade on the horizon for me. I will look at targets here. I'm just looking left here now. So probably, yeah, into this 97.50, 98 territory. So the trade looks something like this. So if we get entries here, I'll leave a bit of breather room below this low area here. And then I'll run that in towards 97.50. So this is on the horizon as well. So yeah, potential swing play for GP Aussie. Loss of AUD momentum. Just to back it up with facts and figures, guys, just so you can see where I'm thinking, where I think like this. Just because when you look here, this is why US CPI this week is freaking crazy important. But AUD, look, if you look at inflation, remember inflation dictates money flows, right? If inflation's coming down, right, that means we're going to be potentially having lower rates, okay, or not higher rates. So here, inflation came down quite a bit, 4%, okay, at the end of last month. So AUD's been on a bit of a decline versus a number of its peers since then. You know, you see here, been edging higher Euro Aussie, but that doesn't look sexy. GP Aussie's the one for me. So, and I think this will fly. Guys, you know Baby Zamzam? Does anyone know Baby Zamzam? Remember Baby Zamzam?
Everybody knows Baby Zamzam.
Yeah, we've got something cool coming on Saturday. I won't give away too much, but Saturday, yeah, we're shooting some content with Baby Zamzam on Saturday in London. So there's going to be a cool series coming through the channel on the YouTube and stuff. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Get to know Zamka a bit more personal. So yeah, baby, you know, you can see inside the mind of I call him the prop slayer. He slays prop firms. So
yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Oh yeah.
Thank you for that.
Abby, what do you think about right now? Okay, talk to me. US and Iran, you know, this is fighting again and stuff.
Yeah,
scary. Just noise.
It's just noise.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I don't really care. I mean, I do care. Obviously, I don't want to sound insensitive. Like, it's not great, but yeah, for now, it's just noise. I don't see anything.
Yeah, it's just noise. It is actually at the moment. It's just never ending anyway. It's just something that we're going to unfortunately have to be dealing with for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, if you think back to it, all those other wars that we've had have lasted like 10 years. So who's to say this doesn't last many years? Like it's just one of those things that it's not directly affecting the market right now. It's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh God.
I'm setting up a couple little markers. Where are we? Price is traveling its way up, which is not exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it kind of like engage. Let me see. I'm going to switch my screen over.
All right.
I wanted to see us engage this area here and then just immediately kind of reject out of it and head downwards to the POC, but we didn't do that. So let's see, where's midnight? Midnight's down here. Yeah, and I think it will still end up doing that. It's just it's headed up right now to probably pull some more liquidity before it sells off. So which is annoying because I'd rather just trade and get it over with rather than sit here and wait for it to want to turn around. But you know, don't do what market's gonna do.
Yeah, fair.
So maybe this is the point it wants to.
Fair.
We'll see.
Fair play.
Till then, no hands on mouse. We leave hands off mouse.
Fair play. Fair play. Someone's asking me, wow, this, oh my gosh, what? Oh my God. No, there's a couple of, wait, hold up. Guys, sorry, Abby, something really strange is happening here. There's two people that have just dropped some messages in the chat and they know me, like they're OG followers, clearly, because there's one comment. Basically, there was a company called Blue FX who also, you know, in the prop scene, they were like one of the first on the scene, as with sort of, you know, the others. Anyway, and I was, you know, associated with them. And anyway, so someone just mentioned that, which is interesting. So they must follow me for a while. And then someone, for Abby, if you didn't know, right, my my former like social handle was called KenFX Freak. So yeah, someone said, "Is that KenFX Freak?" Damn, happy to see him. I used to call myself KenFX Freak basically because I had like, yeah, I had like loads of. Obviously, you know what it was. So obviously, I have a lot of energy, but like I just left the city, right, and I was this you know, former city guy. He's got all this energy. I wasn't your usual person, I guess, your usual person that's in finance, if you like. So the freak, people used to call me freak because of the energy and just out of the norm. That's why I call myself KenFX Freak. Anyway, that's the backstory.
Somebody's asking, what's your main pair asset to trade?
Ken, kindly do one for gold. I did go with gold. I could do it.
What's your asset?
Machida. Ken had an only. Yeah, to be fair, that the name does sound a bit OnlyFans-ish, doesn't it?
Kendall.
What?
What's your primary asset?
Oh, primary asset to trade. Well, it's two. Okay, both euro, dollar, and gold. So those are my two babies. It used to be, right? It used to be GP dollar. When I first started trading, it was GP dollar for many years. But can I just show you why I don't like GP dollar? Look at that. What the F is all this crap? But then look at this. You see, it moves nicely, you know, and like, look at that. Look at this. Come on. And then look at that. It's a mess. Absolute mess. So that's why I switched to euro dollar. It's cleaner. The structure I find is nice. It moves. It makes sense. It responds to liquidity sweeps, the Asian range. I find my, you know, potential swing entries when we get the sweeps of the Asian range. So yeah, euro dollar, and then gold. Okay, gold as well, because structurally, when it's trending, it's beautiful. Okay, really beautiful structures that we get for gold. So those are my two, my go-tos, if you like.
Yeah, you got a couple of old fans trickling in here on the YouTube stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Thanks,
cool,
guys.
Man.
Thanks for, you know, saying hi. Drop a like on the stream for Ken if you love Ken.
Yeah, baby, please.
Ken, look
Angel.
at XX Japan.
Angel, yeah, it's a good point. It's, oh my God, it's crazy. Like, look at UJ. Yeah, it's very one directional, bro. Oh yeah, we've popped higher again. GJ, Euro Yen, they've all broke. Well, not Euro Yen, but GJ. Guys, all I can say is that if you're trading this, you're crazy. Okay, you're absolutely crazy, because it's just, we're in intervention territory. And when the intervention, like when the officials are looking to intervene, they're watching dollar versus yen. Okay, because you know that carry trade situation. Obviously, it happens in other pairs as well, but it's more prominent in dollar yen. That's where the most of the liquidity is at. So if they're to target intervention, they target UJ, because then it shifts everything else. But look, August 2024, look what happened. Big drop. And obviously now this is just pushing to the upside, because it makes sense. When you look at rates in Japan, they're 1%. In the US, they're 3.75. So that carry trade is going to keep happening unless something drastic happens. So they need to intervene anyway to stop this weakness. But it's just high, low. It's freaking clean, isn't it, really? Imagine just sitting on that from this double bottom here, just sit riding that all the way. I mean, you'd be brave too. You'd be brave. Potential equal highs here. I'd be careful anyway. I wouldn't be involved in that, to be honest. I really wouldn't. How's Daniel? What the hell is going on? What is going on? Who are you guys? Where have you all come from? I'm so confused. It's like I thought all these old people coming out of the woodworks. Daniel still works very closely with me. Daniel's very active actually as well within the E8 now. So yeah, Dan's one in the back scenes, making things look sexy. Wow, that's crazy. Incredible. So gold. Let's go over to gold. Yeah. guys, I think a lot of people getting caught in chop in gold. This is, for me personally, this is like one of those times to stay away from gold at the moment, just while things sort of correct and pull back. But it does look bullish right now. It does look pretty bullish. We've got a decent structure here. We had this pullback structure where we're printing lower highs, lower lows. Can you see? It's still intact, but it's possible that, I see this as a potential flag, and we go and break out and be drawn into this. As I said, let's go and sweep all this liquidity, and then look at shorts. I think that would mark, potential lower high. As I said before, this gap area I'm interested in, just come up somewhere for me, and I'll be interested in shorts personally. But it has bottomed out. Can you see for now how we had this, W, this double bottom, bam, 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 big breakout all the way around, retest, and now we're pushing higher sort of thing. But one thing to be aware of, just quickly, sorry, I'm really yapping today, but one thing to be aware of is yields. So where we're expecting higher rates from the United States, if yields are rising, and they look, it's almost like we've got this massive bull flag for yields, that we're going to get this big breakout to the upside. If yields break out higher, obviously on higher CPI, or even on inflation around war, gold's going to drop hard, okay? Because remember, people will put their money into bonds as opposed to gold. So just keep an eye on yields as well. Whenever you're doing your analysis in the morning, your gold analysis, just check, see where yields are at. It doesn't take long. Check, see where yields are at. Check, see where the dollar's at. That should be, I'm promising you, okay, you know what I'm going to do? Give you some homework, guys. Anyone that trades gold, just go and do some back testing and see where yields have moved first and then gold's followed in the opposite direction. Go and do some back testing on it. Tell me what you find, and when we come on the stream next. Yeah, baby. Who's today, Abby?
Who's here today?
Yeah.
We got Collin Rice.
Collin Rice. Why does that ring a bell?
Because he's a great trader, I guess.
Collin Rice.
Hey, can you give me like 2 minutes? Can I?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All good. Collin Rice. Interesting. Okay, Collin. Guys. No, seriously. Can I ask a serious question? The guys that are in here, that are here now, that have followed me for a little while. Where have you come from? Like, why is it today you're all here? I'm confused. Is there a Ken exhibition somewhere? A Ken Sport exhibition? Round up the troops. The macro crew. Oh, God, that was cringe. But yeah, I'm interested to find out where everyone's coming from today. Why are you here with me? Guys, by the way, I did reach out to a few traders. I think at some point, I know at some point, right? If you're based in London, tell me you're based in London or somewhere in the UK. It doesn't have to be London. You could be based in Liverpool. You could be based in Manchester. You could be based in Birmingham. Bro or sister, we're going to be doing link ups. Okay, real traders. We're going to be doing link ups. Trust me, daddy. So yeah, stay tuned. But that is for people in the E8 ecosystem, by the way. So if you're not in the E8 ecosystem, then you're missing out. Okay, sorry, it is what it is. It's part of the business, So if you're in the E8 ecosystem, we can link up. We'll be doing some few things. Yeah. So guys, who's with me on seeing this maybe this sweep of liquidity for the dollar? Come all the way down, sweep liquidity, and then we buy. Or are we going to break structure? Are we going to break trend? Look how bullish that structure is. Are we going to break that? The only way we break that is if we see softer CPI. I just don't see it breaking. Inflation's far too high. I can't see it coming down. I can't. And you know what? Look at this as well. Let me show you something. Sorry, I don't want to overly bore you with macros. Trading economics. Let me just quickly show you something. Just put something in perspective quickly. So if we go CPI, Consumer Price Index, just want to show you something, right? US. Okay, look at this. Let's put this on a 10-year. This is obviously inflation, right? Just one way. And obviously we're at highs, incredible highs for inflation. However many year high it is. Let's see the max. Oh, I can't get a max because I'm not logged in. But this is we're at highs. Okay, serious highs for inflation. And prices don't freaking come down. All these, so my point is when the war happened, right? And obviously we just quickly go to oil moment. It's very important to note. But where we had the war and obviously all these oil prices rose. all these companies that are obviously, for example, maybe logistics, transportation, whatever, bringing our goods over, whatever service we require, they all put like there's a war premium put on cost of goods. So like that premium's not going to go, especially with freaking all this still going on right now. Okay, Trump saying the ceasefire's over, they're both attacking each other. That war premium is going to stay there. So the rate of inflation, I'll be very surprised if it comes down, already. If anything, it might tick higher. But you know what? If inflation comes down next week, this is corruption. It's corruption, Why do I say that? I just think, obviously, Trump wants low rates in the United States. Excuse all the rhyming, but Trump wants low rates in the United States. So the only way he's going to get that is if these numbers are reported lower. So you never know. You just never know. Everything's corrupt these days. Freaking FIFA World Cup's corrupt. I'm sick of it. I'm just like, I drain myself. Like I exhaust myself, looking at all these conspiracies and all this dark stuff with the elite. I'm not interested anymore. I'll be aware of certain things and I'll avoid certain things, but I just can't live my life reading all this corruption and all this weird freaking devil hand signs and all that. God, it's too much. Praise the Lord. Oh God, sorry guys, I was rambling. That is what you call yap. I don't even know what I was yapping about, but I was yapping. Abby's back. She's back.
I'm back. Sorry, I just needed to get some tea. I put some vanilla, what is it called? Vanilla thing.
Oh, okay. Like a little, yeah. One of them.
I put tea and vanilla protein shake.
Oh, I didn't expect you'd say that. In your
tea? I didn't expect it either. It was just in my refrigerator and I did it.
Love that. Get the gains in.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the gains in.
I find incredibly interesting this oil chart, because we had this massive gap, right, when this war happened. Obviously the Strait of Hormuz closed, whatever. And obviously oil was chopping around for a while. Fine, it came down because of obviously the ceasefire, the hopes of a ceasefire. Then the ceasefire happened. Then this peace deal happened. Whatever. But it's like I was saying it the other day on IG. We had this massive breakout, and now this is a crazy retest. If this flies from here, right, and it can, if obviously they close the strait again or something like that happens, this can fly. That would be the maddest breakout retest I've seen in my life. Vroom, and then boom. It's nuts. But right now it has the characteristics of that, because we saw the reversal candlestick here last week. Now we're getting this bullish engulfing so far. So it's looking possible. Yeah, crazy to be an oil trader. If you're trading specifically just oil right now, wowzers. Wow. The guys in the I think NYMEX pit. Is it NYMEX? NYMEX Chicago pit. It's called, like actual traders in Chicago. NYMEX pit. Physical, yeah, crude oil. Yeah, these guys must be freaking balls of steel. Yeah, the NYMEX pit. Yeah, that trading floor must be nuts. Trading oil. F that. I don't know how people are making money trading oil. Frick. Saying that, my man Tom, anyone that doesn't know Tom, the record payout holder of E8. If you haven't watched that video, by the way, go and watch it. Why have I seen that this only has like 3,000 views? I was like one of the stars. I was one of the stars on this show. Please, people, go and watch it. E8, Tom, record payout holder. And go and get some inspiration from this guy, because, for me, like, it's here. Oh, okay. It's had 549, probably boosted by ads, so on and so forth. But please go and watch this. And take some inspiration. This guy, in terms of how he trades, so I've sat down with Tom a couple of times. I've done podcasts with him. We've done like interviews with him, so on and so forth. I even took inspiration from him. Like the level of patience this guy has is insane. Like obviously he loses more than he wins. He's like risk to reward. Sorry, not risk to reward. His risk to reward is like over 3, but his win rate is 40%. On one of his accounts, it's 38%, which he got some big payouts on. But he has balls of steel and patience. Like, when he's constantly, so for example, runs into a losing streak of 7 trades going against him. He was telling me like he'll pace around his room, have a little walk, obviously not being stuck at his desk, but he'll look through, his strategy. He's got everything written out and printed in his folder, and like just reminding himself, look, the data's there. You know, this is going to play out. I need to let my edge play out. And, you know, like imagine you've run into 7 losing streaks, right, in a row. I'm sure you've all experienced it. 8, 9, 10 even. I think Tom had a 12 losing streak, right? And then he allowed. So when that trade come in and it's running, your instinct is thinking, fuck. Sorry, excuse my French, but I had to emphasize on that. Fuck. I need to close this trade now. Because you've still been in panic mode from all this and this being down from all this losing streak. So you'll be thinking, let me quickly take the profit. But no, he runs that trade where it needs to run to and then capitalizes on, and everything else, those losses just got wiped out by this big win. So, you know, just take some inspiration and go and listen. Please go and watch it. It's worth a watch anyway. I was babbling on, but I was just saying that Tom had I saw him posting it on his IG. He had a nice swing trade from down here called the bottom, and he clipped it out yesterday, I think at like $74. So I enjoyed this little swing here. But yeah, oh yeah, baby. I think I've spoken too much now. I'm going. See you later. Bye, guys.
Nope. Love it. I love it.
Angel, come on, bro. Where's the heat? Drop it. Drop that heat, baby.
Yeah, no, I let you go in the mornings when you're here. I love it. Because like I obviously have to sit on here and talk for like 2 hours, you know, so it just feels fair. You like, go on your rants. Awesome. Love it. Never know what Ken's gonna talk about. He's like categories.
Yeah, I know. Well, I never really know. Fortunately, though, I do have a filter because I don't just speak without thinking. Sometimes I do, actually, to be fair, but I don't say anything that's like, you know, I shouldn't have said that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wowzers in my trousers, mate. That is so, bro. You must watch so much English TV, like British, like sitcoms and stuff. Like wowzers in my trousers, mate. He definitely watches a lot of British TV, Bushido. Because you don't call trousers, you call them pants, don't you? Pants.
Yeah, we call it pants.
Pants, yeah. We say trousers. That's funny. Yeah. Anything else lined up for you, Abby? Or?
Yeah. I'm looking for price to come back down to opening range high, which would be around 29,871, and then potentially take a long to the highs, but on NASDAQ. But I'm still looking for it to figure out wherever it wants to go, and then once it turns around, I'm gonna get in short because I still think we have 2 setups down below. Like price to shake out a little bit.
Yeah, fair.
You looking at it?
Mamacita. No, do you know, like, again, this is one of my things that I say it a lot, but if my macro view wasn't in favor of dollar strength, I would, this trade makes sense to me. This upside, like, I mean, I think it's almost a high probability that this is going to be driven into here, into 1480. Like, we've had this flag, you see this flag where we had this pullback structure, we were printing lower highs, lower lows, and then we've broken this structure. We've broken out, we've retested that, and now we're going clear. Like, it makes sense. It's almost a no-brainer for me, but I just can't take it because I just don't want to be short dollar. It doesn't make sense to me at the moment, you know. But this will most likely play out. What if I took this and did this? Still give 1R. See, I see that's quite high probability, to be honest, coming right up into here. Take this high. Yeah, I like the look of it, but it's a nice bullish flag. Yeah, it looks good. Come up to the up part of that channel. It looks good, to be fair. It does look good. It's probably going to go. But yeah, I'm not fussed about taking it because it's just, yeah, I want to catch the big moves.
You're not fussed.
Yeah.
Not fussed about taking it. I'm going to use that.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. Elliot was, I was chatting to Elliot yesterday. I saw Elliot, and he was
in person?
Yeah. We were preparing this stuff that we're doing on Saturday. Nice. And yeah, he was saying he was on stream with you before, and you think you were grilling him. You grilled him a little bit. Is that right?
Yeah. Always grill. Always grill. Like, because Elliot's just that guy who like grills everybody. So like he'll like mess with you and stuff. So I mess with him back. Yeah.
Yeah, fair
He
play.
was fun on stream. We were just going back and forth. And then I think at one point I think chat was like thinking that we didn't like him or something because I was like messing with him. And everybody started bullying him. I was like, no, guys. Elliot's the master. We love Elliot. Yeah, we do. We love Elliot.
It's a D. Yeah, that's a good point, Loki. Well done, by the way, for catching that trade. Really nice. So wait, so you've hit your TPs now. Yeah, this is higher. For anyone that doesn't know, obviously the RBNZ, the New Zealand Central Bank, they hiked rates recently. So that's why NZD strengthening at the moment. But yeah, I mean, just be careful. But this does look like it wants to run, be drawn into the next area of liquidity, which would be up here. 58, sort of 20, 30, 40. I haven't traded NZD in a long time. NZD USD. The good thing about NZD USD is it moves really slowly. You know, it's just nice and steady. Steady, should I say? Not slowly, steady. But yeah, you've hit TP. Well done, man. Really nice. Really nice. Did you take that trade after the RBNZ hiked rates? Or were you already in the longs? Just out of interest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I like the look of. Go on.
Is Sakuna in the chat right now?
Sakuna?
Know if you are. Yeah. So Sakuna's my, like, I'll call him my moderator. He's the one that set up my whole Discord. He set up Prop for Match, like one of the hosts over there, and he set up a whole bunch of people at this point. He's awesome. He just took a payout with E8 Markets, so wanted to hype him up a little bit. Super
okay.
For him.
Fair.
Yeah, okay. So we're definitely see how we respond to this.
Wow.
Let's see how it wants to respond to this.
Yeah.
This is the area that I was looking for. I just want to see that it shows support in this area. And then, yeah, I could be looking for some longs up to that area. I mean, looks good. Let's see. We'll give it another minute or two.
Configs.
So are you still writing features or no?
No, no, I ain't happy. No. You know what it is? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I think, no, you can, but it just doesn't, I'm just, no.
It's
maybe
okay.
one day, but just, I tried it. It's just not, I just can't be asked.
It's just not your cup of tea.
No, I just can't be asked for it. Futures, yeah, just not for me. I'm not interested right now.
That's okay. No one asked to teach the old dog new tricks, so.
Guys, quick one. Can I pull up? Actually, no, don't pull me up yet. Let me just see if I can get up the details. So, really quick one.
If you can get it up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it. Very funny.
That face I just made, I feel like that's like Angel's little thing that he puts. What is the little dog with the squinty eyes? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He's always got that little, like, he's got the funniest icons that he sends.
Angel. Guys, quick one. So, Abby, can I just share my screen a minute?
Yes, you can.
I just want to... first things first, shout out to whoever created this website. This looks sick. This new EX website looks sick.
It was me.
You're the lead designer. No, it looks sick, man. Clean. But yeah, just for anyone that doesn't know, okay, there's some new changes coming to E8 Pro, the E8 Pro account. Okay, where is it? Here, E8 Pro. This is nice. I love the way you can compare this as well. It makes it super clean and easy. But yeah, so in the E8 Pro account, by the way, guys, there's some new configs, some new configurations that you can do, some adjustments where you can customize the drawdown So 6%, you can have a 6% drawdown or a 10% variant. And there are some price cuts that are coming up in the promo. 33% and 25% off. So 33% off for the first purchase and then 25% off for the second for purchases thereafter. So worth checking out. Yeah. Shout out the website, the new website designer. Big up the new website.
Oh yeah.
Big up big up. Yeah. Cool. I need some new merch, actually. I thought Dylan was going to sort out some merch. I didn't receive any. Need some new merch. Not hoodies, maybe some cool caps. So I always wear my caps.
You don't want to wear a hoodie in your 90-degree weather?
Yeah, that's too hot. Way too hot.
All
Definitely.
right, let's see what
cool
happens. Caps. We're getting an inversion fair value gap. Does that mean I get to enter and go short?
Go and show us.
Let me just watch this for a second.
Someone's asking, Abby, is your POC your support to enter or the VWAP?
2 seconds. Let me get my brain cells. Hold on. Let's see what's happening here. 7.
Brilliant. This actually looks. Let me just have a look at this a minute.
7.
Let me just see what's going on here.
450. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the question was what?
So SM5 said, Abby, is POC your support to enter or VWAP?
Support
VWAP.
Support to enter. Support to enter.
Sorry.
That's not the way I would phrase it. Is it your like entry signal? No. So okay.
I guess she means.
I was looking for it to come back to opening range high and show resistance, like support in that area, and then to keep going higher. But we didn't get that. Now it's the next area of support would have been a VWAP, but we didn't get that. We're not showing support. Instead, what we got was an inversion fair value gap. So, you know, it basically reversed. It closed below that gap, and I'm now looking for entries to go lower. So I think that this could go down to the POC. I am looking for it to inverse all of these areas though, because then we going down for sure.
Down, 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 dun, 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 dun. Yeah, see, look, this is probably gonna, yeah, maybe 4.3, it's possible. Yeah, this gold looks like it wants to break out, as I said. But I just want to be confident trading it because I'm counter trend trading. Not for me. So I think I just want to let this run. I can't trade it. I'm sorry, I can't trade it. I mean, it's nice as it looks. Same with euro. I just can't counter trend trade for now. I want to wait. Because you know what? For me personally, from my experience, right? If I'm trading structure, market structure, and obviously we've been printing lower highs, lower lows. At any given time, this could just call it a day and be like, and carry on with the structure, you know, because the higher time frame is where it's at. You know, there's a lot of noise on here, you know, thinking, yeah, we're breaking out of this pullback structure, we push the upside. But at any given time, because obviously the higher time frame structure is so bearish, it could just call it a day and just be like, meh. This is why I don't like counter trend trading. You know, even on the lower time frames, if I'm going to intraday trade, I trade in line with the higher time frames. I can't. It's not for me. All right. Some of you, it may suit you, but for me, it doesn't. I don't like it. I don't feel confident. You know.
You don't like it. You don't like it one bit. 80.
By the way, guys, if you want greater success at trading, I was having this conversation. I only ever talk to Joel these days. I don't really talk to many people anymore. I'm a loner. No, I'm joking.
You can talk to me.
All right, I'll message you. You don't want to. No, it's better in person though. You know, conversation.
Business hours, please, though. Just kidding. Business hours.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, I think conversation on phone. It's not real life, man. It's just, I said this before. It's not real. Real conversations in person. Anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. you know, if you find that you just reduce your risk, like your trading could grow exponentially, like in terms of your returns. If you just lower your risk until you're at the point where you can happily just, obviously, whether you're executing on your phone or whatever, or you got it on your phone, or you can just close it and not even worry. That's the best place to be. I never worry. I never look at my phone and look at my terminal and think, oh, you know, like, oh, you're standing there just hoping not to see red. You open up and see red. Like, that just doesn't, it's not a thing anymore. You know, it shouldn't be a thing. You have to come out of that. You have to, the only way is out of that is just reduce your risk until you're comfortable with your risk tolerance. You know?
Yeah. I do agree. I think I got a lot better at trading when I stopped trading 10 micros and 5 micros, and now I trade like 1, 2, 3 micros. I'll add to positions, but I don't get into positions with a high amount of contracts anymore. Yes, risk meaning size. Size, and also like how much are you willing to risk in a day? Like if you have a 50,000 account, how many $100 are you willing to risk in that 50,000 account per day? How many chances do you get per day or per account? So like, yeah, this is selling. Let's go. Take those.
Go on, let's see what you're doing, Abby. We can't see. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching.
Okay.
But yeah, like, you know, like, let me math this real quick. But yeah, like you just want to, like, if you have a $50,000 account, you know that you have $2,000 drawdown. You don't want to be risking $1,000. I mean, unless you're Angel. But you don't want to be risking your account because then you only get 2 chances. And once you already put $1,000 at risk on your $2,000 drawdown, you have like, you know, just so much less room, and it messes with your psychology. So if you can just risk like $200-$300 per trade per day and let that be your daily loss limit, it's going to feel substantially better and keep you in that account for a longer duration of time. So
love that.
That's kind of like the risk thing, you know.
She's spitting bars.
Liquidity. Yeah, because risk was a big one for me. I used to just do whatever. I still sling my evals because I love that shit.
What does that mean? Sling your evals?
Sling my evals?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Chat, tell them what that means.
I don't talk. I don't know what that talk is.
I sling my evals.
Okay. I think I sort of know what you mean. You just like go a little bit. You're a bit more ballsy with them, right?
Yeah. You just sling them.
Yeah, fair.
You do whatever.
Yeah, fair.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, baby. Hey. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep it real OG with you. Yeah, I spoke to a few guys. I know that, you know, wait, hold up. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I'll just say it's fine. It's not a big deal. The E80 account, right? Obviously, this a sick product, but there's some changes incoming. I know the guys in E8 have heard a lot of feedback around the E80. Great. I think it's a great product, but there's some little changes that are being tweaked at the moment by the product team. So just stay tuned for that as well. Some little tweaks that are going to be, I think everybody will like, traders will like. So just keep an eye on that, those incoming changes that we heard you. You've been heard.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, you know, people put out accounts and you never know until you put them out. So got a lot of feedback, got a lot of, you know, good feedback, bad feedback, and we're listening and we're here to make this a better for everybody, right? So yeah, changes are coming. All right.
What else? What else is happening, guys? Oh, Collin! Oh, Collin's coming on the... Oh, that Collin Rice. I knew I'd recognize the name somewhere when you said Collin Rice. Collin's coming on the stream, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I like Collin, that.
Yes.
Let's see, Collin.
So interesting how we just come over here and we take these. So interesting, y'all. All right, so this is what I'd be looking for. This is what I
know.
was looking for. Okay, so I went into this day and like, you know, I honestly thought we would engage this area and tap into that and then come back down, but for some reason we went up and closed above. So it's definitely a weird day. But you see I did mark out these areas here, which was all to the left, just little liquidity. But yeah, we've now broken both sides of the range, which is odd, but it is what it is. I would like to see this come back up, and I'd say this is coming down and then come back up and retest this area and then take it short. We do have the midnight price here and the POC here, both valid, both 70 and 80% setups. So yeah, just looking for something like that. So we're gonna wait and see how it wants to respond. Hopefully it doesn't just go and slice down through that, because seems like a weird market today. Seems like weird market today. Oh no, I need you.
Ah!
You okay?
What happened? Yeah, what happened? Sorry.
What happened? Bro, like, we need to get you a babysitter. You scare me sometimes.
I think, you know, if I was having like one of those conversations with someone, you know, like a psychiatric expert or something, that I probably wouldn't come out. I'd be put in a straitjacket.
Yeah.
I'm never going to speak to a shrink.
Very much probably would be straitjacket Ken.
It's like this. Oh, God.
All right, well, guys, chat. Can I get some W's in the chat for our guest today? Sitting in the waiting room, we got Collin Rice, and all of his socials are going to be right down below the description box. So,
hello. Good morning.
How are you?
Hey, Collin.
What's up, Ken?
Before we start, I just want to say that Ken is more than likely probably going to Irish goodbye us. So before he even thinks about doing that.
No, I will. I'll say something this time.
Yeah, please do. Interrupt. We like that, okay?
Collin, so you won the trading competition. I just saw it in the chat.
Oh, not this recent one, but the one that we were all in, and it was you, me, Angel, whoever else. I took that gold short.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, that was you. Okay, sick, man. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Nice. Collin, can I get you to share your screen?
Yeah, sure. I gotta figure out how to do that.
Welcome to stream. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm gonna like run through some questions. Have you taken any trades today?
Nope. No trades today.
Are you a New York trader, or you're like a Asia session, long session?
Oh man, I love my Asia session.
Ooh, really?
I think that's like my most profitable time, just over the trades that I took in my journal, and like luckily the new AI feature in it helps out. And yeah.
Are you on Trade at Tradezilla or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was way easier than putting it in like my pages, you know, like on the Apple book, you know, put it in pages.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my June, July. Well, how do I present my screen? I'll show you this.
Yeah, it'll have like a little present button, and then I can throw you up.
Oh, share screen. Okay, there you go. I'll show you these tips again. Cool.
So do you trade futures, Collin? Or
Yeah, I just trade futures.
Yes.
So you know, it's where it's at. Angel, I blame Angel. You know what I mean?
Angel's here.
Problem. He brought me into the futures world. So,
whereabouts do you live?
I live up in Washington.
Okay, we're close. My mom and we have a house in Oregon, and then like I live in California. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I grew up in Oregon. So
nice. What part?
Eastern Oregon.
Okay, Eastern. Never eat soggy waffles that way. Okay.
Yeah.
My mom's in Grants Pass, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, nice. Like, oh, would you say like LeGrand, Hermiston, the Blue Mountains, those areas, small towns.
Yeah. You fly into Medford and then drive like an hour and it's over
even
there.
further east. You just
you
go until you hit the border.
It's basically like Mount Shasta. Yeah.
I went on Oregon. Oregon is it's a state, right?
You can't talk in this one. You don't live in America. You don't know what Oregon is.
No. Oregon's, is it on the west, right?
Yeah, it's the West Coast.
Okay, now let me tell you something. Now I did a road trip just really quickly. I did a road trip to the West Coast. So I drove from Seattle, worked my way all the way down, did like San Fran, LA, Vegas, Portland, all that. Anyway, so I was driving through Oregon. I had a Mustang GT because it's just like, it's one of my dreams that I'm going to do the West Coast in a Mustang. So I wasn't really aware of like speed limits. Like here in the UK, it exists, but it's not like a massive deal. And I was doing 100 and something, 102 in a 55. And the police, the guy pulled me over, like the lights, it's scary. Came to the car window. Oh man, bro, I was so scared. He's like, if you're doing a couple more miles per hour, you be in cuffs, buddy. And then I got this like citation, this court thing. It's like a $1,500 fine. I was like, no.
Okay,
wait, court. It was insane.
Let's get this math correct. And I'm gonna call you out here, okay? So if you go 20 over, like if you're 21 over the speed limit, you will immediately be put in cuffs and taken to jail because it's endangerment. Yeah, it's reckless driving. Because I know this for a fact because I did it. And the cop basically told me, I was driving from San Fran to or LA to San Fran, and I was going down a big hill. And I was just kind of like coasting and just letting the car do what it was doing. And he pulled me over and he said the same thing. He told me the same thing, but he was like, gave me this $500 ticket. I was a child. I was like 20 years old. Did not have $500. And he was just like, yeah, like, I'm going to knock it down to, 85 instead of whatever, because then I don't have to arrest you right here on the spot. And I was like, okay. So like, what were you driving?
Yeah, it was 100 or something. Seriously. But I think because I was a foreigner, and I killed him, my British charm. I think he was cool about it. But I had to pay $1,500, man.
It was probably a stater. That's about pretty typical. That's usually who pulls me over is a stater if I ever get
right. Yeah.
Okay, so I am looking for some sort of reaction here, just like to show support, either VWAP or if it high day VWAP, whatever. But if it closes above here, we not do. So we're looking for something like support in this area. No closure above that. All right, now I'm gonna let you share your screen and show us what you were chatting. Oh, yes.
I got distracted by Ken getting pulled over, so I don't know what we were even talking about at the time.
By the way, Ken, I'm totally kidding. Please chat.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are gonna love this. So, let's see.
So you trade futures. What assets do you primarily focus on?
Yeah, so I purely only trade ES, gold, in the Asia session because mainly there's not too much liquidity in, or at least volume in ES in the Asia session, unless like there's some news break or something like that, then I'll trade it. But as far as like my time frame from about 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm trading gold.
Nice.
And then I've been kind of taking a pause on yen for a while just because, gold and ES have just been, very routine for me. But then I'll swing trade yen on futures because I love that Forex part of it still. I just don't like the, CFD.
Where are you swing trading, with a prop or with like cash counts?
Cash count. Yeah. Nice. You just have to have that, over that margin amount to hold through that cool down period. Once you get through that cool down period, it'll just keep rolling over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. So there we go. This is how I started all my trade journals. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, oh, man, these are more embarrassing than anything. Like, this is how I would start it, right? Because I didn't want to pay for anything. Like, why? We're broke, degenerate traders. Why would I want to do that? And like, that is like way in the beginning, and I started racking up a lot of debt from like tilling evals, not knowing that you should probably just demo trade first.
Hey,
Like,
say that again. There's people in this chat. I've been telling you.
don't do it. You see this number down here? You see what 40K is? Look at that. June to September, that's 40K built up of debt from blowing through evals.
With you, man. I'm right there.
Do not do that. That is the most ridiculous thing you can ever do. And I did it. So, that's why I would definitely preach, don't do that. And you guys both have told everybody, but people still do it. So, you know what?
Yeah.
So,
they're going to do what they're going to do. But at the end of the day, we're telling you from experience, and anybody who wants to get on the internet and talk, if they're real, they're going to tell you they've built up a shit ton of debt before they ever made money. Mm-hmm. So you might as well paper trade until you have that shit on lock. Sorry for my French.
100%. So yeah, this is a cheap way to start it. You got to put in the effort, and that's kind of how I did it. I like it because it's funny when I look back on it. Like, I was trading stochastics at one point. You can see the changes over time from all the the different stuff. It's just funny.
Yeah. So where does journaling sit on your radar now? Are you still hardcore every day must journal?
Yeah, I'm not like every day. It's like once a week, and then I'll do a live journal recap, and I'll still catch myself oh, see this trade? What an idiot.
Yeah, it happens.
But it's probably about once a week, and I just kind of till through it and knock it out. I categorize my main strategy, which is my breakout trades, which you guys know that stuff. It's straightforward. Just breakout, retest on support and resistance, not opening range, but just support and resistance breakouts.
So go into your chart and kind of show what it is that how you would trade your setup.
Yeah. So today, we'll stay on gold here. So I start from the 1 hour time frame, and then I work my way down. So my 1 hour is where I'm making my decisions, setting up, support and resistance zones, and looking for areas of higher volume off those zones of, off the trend lines, essentially. I know their trend lines is the technical tool, but I feel like I'm one of those trend line traders. And then I had somebody I saw a video one day where they got rid of all the chart, and they just put lines all over the entire chart. And they're they're just random. I think you guys may know this guy, but yeah, he's they're just random. How are they successful? Well, I associate them with something else like volume and price action now to make them more solidified and validated.
Gotcha. That's what I was going to ask you. So for you, validating this, this trend line, this line that you've got, this support, right? Excuse me, this support you got marked up here. So that's validated from just checking what the significant volumes around this level, or what? Sorry.
Yeah. So right here, I have this initial swing up, but this is the main one, right? And because this was late night Asia session, right? You're not going to have huge volume.
Yeah.
And you could have it all wiped out, as we know in New York session and stuff like that. But that swing had rejection. It had the RSI, these volume candles pushing up for the volume. And then the same thing over here, right? We had more push up with the volume candles, or with the volume down here. And then we had rejection off of that. So that's where I saw more push in red here. Can you guys see it, or do I need to see it?
Yeah.
I can see it.
So I saw that, and that's where I'll base it off of that. So I have two distinct strategies from scalping to the breakouts, and I'll scalp these sometimes, but the rejection has to be just enough. It has to engulf the other candle for me to enter it. And that's part of my criteria is if I'm going to scalp it, it's less risk. significantly less risk, and like I'm looking for it to clear below that before I even enter it. So yeah, that's how I set up the trend line. That's how I look for that entry. This is, to be honest, because things are weird today. I think I heard you guys say it earlier in this session that we're just like,
yeah.
we're just,
Yeah, like I got a good trade out of it, but I definitely expected we open up the day. I was hoping to see us kind of tap into one of these imbalances and then sell off, and instead we closed above it and then we sold pretty rapidly. So I just knew it was going to be a little bit of a shit day.
Oh yeah.
But I am still looking for this to come back down to 471 midnight price and 382, which is a 70 and 80% setup. But I think I'm done trading for the day because I did snag that little juicy one. So
yeah, I'm all about base hits. Always about base hits.
100%.
Yeah, this is like, if I were to take this, a breakout would be like maybe a B trade on this, because like, you know, I love fundamentals just like Ken does. So I'm always deep diving into those.
Nice.
We are one tweet away from all this changing. I still believe that.
Yep. Exactly.
But like, I have an overall line in the sand that I'm looking at, and I have that all the way down to the day. And I'm just looking at gold right now. I have this same type of setup for ES, but we've just been on this continual downtrend with gold. So until like, that is like a line that I'd be looking at. If we had great rejection, that could be a really good setup. Or if we have a pop out, we could have another really good setup. It just depends on what direction it wants to decide. But yeah, like a 1 to 2 trades a day. Sometimes I get wild, and you know, I'll get after it. But most of the time, like, I know for a fact 1 to 2 trades a day, and that's about where I'm at.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a big scalper, and I used to trade volume, but now I'll do just like one micro. I'll get into something when it's going in my direction. I feel pretty safe about it. I'll start adding in, and I add in by like one micro, and then I start, you know, getting myself out of it 1 micro at a time, and then leaving runners.
Nice.
So like,
I do.
Sometimes I'll do that, and then I'll just I'll catch myself making these little mistakes where I'll try to add into a loser because I'm like, oh, it's just 1 micro. Like, let me add into this, and like, you know, and then I'll end up like taking my daily loss limit on stuff like that. Very, very rarely, but it happens still. So when I end up doing that, I kind of have to reel myself back in and be like, all right, 1 to 2 trades, just do it. Like, we'll put like 2-3 contracts on and 1 to 2 trade it.
It's definitely easier said than done. That's for sure.
So do you trade NQ at all, or have you ever like?
I traded it once because Angel was hyping it up for a while. So again, we're blaming Angel.
Really?
But you know, it's on my own. It's free will. So got on NQ, got blasted, and I was like, I think I'm going to stick with ES.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started off on ES, but I trade exclusively NQ now because I like the volatility. It just makes me feel something. But yeah, like Asia session, you made a good point about gold, because Asia session is one of 2 things with NQ. It's either really dead low volume, or you'll just get these like 1 candle 50 to 60 point, like, you know, and it's like, it'll snap you out of your thing. It's just the worst.
That's exactly what happened here. Like, maybe you saw it, I deleted my thing for this, but I had a 1 to 2 here. And so I was looking at this all Asia session, just sitting in there, because I can't say that. I was somewhere during that time. And when I was at this location doing other works, I was watching this happen, and I had this trade in, and that's how I passed my E80 account the other night, is because of this.
Yeah.
Because it was just consolidating that whole time. But yeah, I mean, these big moves happen in the middle of the night randomly on gold. Maybe not this big, but at least more than ES.
And speaking of E80, somebody in the chat has a flavor preference, says zero sucks, but it sucks to you, my friend. Anyways, yes, there's going to be different plans available. We right now, Prop Firm is going through some changes. We wanted to introduce a new plan and just kind of roll it out, see how it works. We're going to be adding in different plans and bringing back some of the other ones as well. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you for your lovely feedback, though.
Yeah.
Abby, sorry, this is time where I go, guys. This is time where I go.
Hi, Ken.
Collin.
Wait, you got to give me one thing, Ken, before you leave. Do you think gold is ever going to continue back past its highs?
Past the highs? Maybe late 2027.
Okay.
No, I'm being serious, bro.
I think so. Part of what makes me think this, before you go, part of what makes me think this is, have you ever noticed, I saw somebody talking about this online, when they ban something from being purchased in China, that China, everybody there secretly finds a way to buy it, and then the asset just becomes bigger, inflator, and they buy and they hold and they don't sell. It was that way with crypto. It was that way with different assets in the past. And so apparently they've said that gold is one of those assets that people aren't allowed to trade anymore in China.
Have they actually banned physical gold purchases or gold trading? Wait.
No.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right? So like they do the thing where they buy and they hold and they never sell. So it's like we have a baseline of what this price is going to be. And then as the economy changes and as like whatever happens, it'll just add to that price. So I do think that there is potential for gold to end up being a lot higher than it is now. That's just
they've shut retail trading. Retail trading, high speculation. Oh, okay, interesting.
Right?
Nice.
Crazy.
Well, not nice, but yeah.
Wow. No, anyways, that's just that's just something that brain did. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or we have that contrarian view of like, well, they haven't been able to sell it for a really long time, and they're like, I'm ready to go and get it out.
Yeah, 100%. TP says, love that the E is trying to bring sustainable plans. Definitely not. Zero's definitely not it. Bye, Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Even a broker account pays more and prop only makes sense. Yeah, so listen, to each is their own. And to good traders who, have a lot of time in this space and were profitable, whatever, it doesn't mean anything really to spend like $500 to $3,000 on an account to have 100% of your profits, as well as like pretty much just no rules, because prop firms, they put these rules on props to mess with your psychology and to hinder you as a trader. And the whole entire space is designed around taking money from new traders and people who just aren't profitable traders. So I totally get it, but our CEO was really been pushing for this and really wanted to bring something to the space that doesn't exist. And that was kind of the whole thing behind it. So we're just troubleshooting right now. And that is, to each is their own. So you don't have to trade it by all means. Wait till the other ones come back and get in there if that's where your comfortable space is. Like, I also I'm profitable, but I'm not like consistent. So in my opinion, I look at the $3,000 price ticket on a whatever account and I'm just like,
oh, that 500K account.
Yeah, the 500K account. It's crazy. But like I trade 100K accounts. So even spending $1,000 on it, I have to think about it and I have to do the math. Like, am I willing to take the chance of, because there's still times where I have emotional blowouts and I'll blow an account and I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend $1,000 or if I'd rather just spend a couple hundred, you know what I mean? So I get you, buddy. I get you. But yeah, it's just trying to bring something new to the space, and hopefully that can ripple effect through the entire community to kind of like get everybody else to bring something nice to the space. But yeah, it's kind of, prop firms are a little hasty. They're meant to fuck with you. Okay. Anyways,
spark, one spark from one firm to, push the envelope.
Yeah.
And then boom, you know, now everyone's doing it,
Yeah.
and that becomes the norm. And
Yeah.
it'd be
And
nice
like,
to be that way, but in the end, I know it's a
Top
business.
Step, Top Step over here putting a $5,000 payout cap, and then that ripple affected to everybody. Well, that's a bad thing. Like that's, you know, for traders who are profitable, and they set that standard where it's like there's now this payout cap. You know, Top Step used to have the best rule with that, and then they did it, and everybody else did it, and that's like bringing more rules and more just hindering traders more in the community, and that rippled through the entire space. So at least we're trying to do something here that is a positive thing that could, you know. Okay, that's the way I see it. But anyways,
Yeah, you've been Angel tell me you worked for, was it Prop Match? Yeah, or what other place did you work for? As
I
far
didn't
as
work for anybody.
oh, I thought you did.
No. So I'll give you a little background on me so that you know who I am. Hi, I'm Abby. Nice to meet you. Yeah, so
You rock climb, and I'm like, all right, let's go. We're gonna take Angel.
wait, really? I do rock climb, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically this. Oh, prop for match. Okay. Angel just tapped in. Prop for match. I did a few streams with prop. I was like a reoccurring guest on prop for match just because my coach hosts it. Like the guy who got me profitable, his name is Zach Arbucci, and he hosts prop for match. He started the platform, so I was there with him from when he started, and then this prop firm E8, they reached out to me and asked me to do content, and I said I wasn't interested in doing content, but I would start a live stream for them. So that's what we've done, and that's how I got here. But yeah, I've been in trading for like 2 years actively. I'll say July of 2024 is when I started watching ASFX Austin Silver's stream every day and trying to make money. And I was doing what you were doing, blowing through. Like, I didn't spend that much the first year. I spent 16K. The next year I spent way more. And I remember I kind of just like, you know, I wasn't taking it serious. I think there's always a turning point where it's like you're trading, but you're not trading. You know, you're just entering and exiting and trying to like,
Oh yeah,
it's not working. You're not trading.
It's like
yeah, and so
let's try it.
I ended up dropping like 5 bands on coaching, one-on-one coaching with him, and then I switched over from like him, Evan Dyer. And then finally I was like, hey, like, can I coach with Zach? And he's like, well, Zach's not a coach. And I was like, ask Zach if he wants to be a coach. And then me and Zach talked about it, and he's like, if you can get me a coach, I'll be a coach. Okay, cool. So we ended up coaching together, and I realized I knew the strategy. I just didn't know everything going on in the market. So when I learned his strategy, which is liquidity concepts and ICT concepts, and you know, you're looking for the sweep, you're looking for the reversal, you're, you know, all these different things. It helped me be able to read and understand the market better. So that's when I actually became profitable. And yeah, and that's kind of like my thing. I actually got into investing when I was 20 years old. I invested in Bitcoin when it was like $12. And I've been a long time crypto person that just buy and hold. So I haven't sold anything.
Are you still have your Bitcoin?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No, don't worry. Retirement or zero. That there's no other option.
That's exactly right. I'm like heavily invested in like Solana and XRP just because of the return on those guys. But yeah, it's hold or die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at this point, I think I've watched it swing so hard to the downside, to the upside, that it doesn't faze me anymore. And I really am just looking for, sorry, I'm looking at the chart. I really am just looking for like a number that I could get out post taxes and be set. That's what I'm looking for. Like that or zero, whatever. It is what it is. Cause my original investment was like 30,000, 40,000. And I've seen what that can become. I've also seen the downside of that too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if 30 to 40 can turn into 130, then what will it turn into in the future? You know what I mean? So I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm just gonna sit on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the halving event to come up. I think, honestly, I know we have I actually do a lot of fundamental stuff with that because the person my mentor that I've learned from,
Which is who?
His name is Mo. It's Stock Mo. He's a big YouTuber. He's a teacher. He's all the things. He's been doing it for many years, probably before both of our lifetimes combined. But I work for him, and he taught me essentially a lot about the crypto fundamentals, and he teaches that quite daily. The other thing is that, just with me in general, like I've noticed that with like XRP, Bitcoin, everything like that, we do have the Clarity Act like slowly in limbo, but that's just because you have elections coming up, you have, the war going on. And so really, do you think admin's going to be very focused on trying to get that passed in this time frame kind of deal? And I mean, that'll be a catalyst, but I don't know how big of a catalyst. And then you have the halving event, right? And it seems like if this keeps getting pushed off, it's going to be pushed off conveniently towards the halving event. And so then when that happens, we all know what happens after the halving event.
So couple of points that I'd love to hear your ideas on. So obviously, yes, the Clarity Act. How much do you think that actually has to do with crypto? Because I don't think that the Clarity Act really is impactful. I mean, maybe it fluctuates the price a little bit, but I don't think that's really going to be like the catalyst that moves the price. Personally, I kind of feel like we were on this 4-year cycle. That was also the 4-year cycle for the money that's flowing in and out of the markets.
Right.
And then during the current halving, we were not only on like an 8-month government shutdown, but there was no liquidity being injected into the market. So it was called a quantitative easing, basically where the government really just like pulls back, doesn't put money into the market, like whatever. So because we ended up doing that, it didn't fall on that 4-year cycle. And it was just kind of like, okay, whatever, like it didn't happen.
Yeah,
but
I haven't heard about this part of it.
Yeah. So now we're getting to a point where we're no longer in a government shutdown, where we've already been injecting money into the market. And, Clarity Act is whatever it is what it is. But now we have the war going on.
Yeah.
And so I'm feeling like this doesn't happen 4 years from now. Like it said 2030, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying like, maybe it's sooner. Like it could be in the next 12 to 16 months type of thing.
I thought it was 2028. 2029.
Yeah.
Range for the halving event.
Yeah. I mean, I think people
I know, like, I have it set up to notify me in my phone, like, hey, because I want to load the boat. Yeah, 6 months, 7 months beforehand. Because if you look at all the technicals and stuff with the price action, like this many months beforehand, you can see this is where people are buying in, and then you have like, the rip this many months later.
I think it's going to be 2027.
2027.
Like, yeah, obviously too. Like, so we have the war going on, and we have like, this is the year of the presidency that they're making changes. They're changing laws. They're doing a lot of shit. And I think Trump, obviously the war thing was a big part of this. There was Venezuela, Greenland. It was about getting as many like the minerals and the mineral rights from Greenland and the oils and the golds and everything from Venezuela. And then it's like, now we're trying to get everybody, the Hormuz thing shut down. So everybody's coming to America and buying products here. And, all of these things are slowly going to impact it in the future. And then the second year of a presidency is when they're trying to get reelected, and that's when the markets pump. So they inject liquidity, they're trying to do things and make themselves look really good so they can get reelected. But Trump can't, he's already had 2 terms. This is his second term. Unless there is a war going on, and then the president can actually stay because the US is in like a critical moment, right? So there's something to be said there, but then there's also like his people that he wants to get elected. And I've heard rumors this is maybe just complete like lunatics, but
no, this is theory. This is purely theory. I love theory, and everybody should know that this is theory. This is not, could not possibly happen, but it could.
Yeah, this is not financial advice nor life anything, but yeah, that like maybe JD is the one that takes over, and then like his vice could be like Trump, and then he steps down, and then Trump gets his 3rd term. Like, I've heard
wild. I like that.
Great. But I don't know if like, I just think that 2027 will probably be like the year that things start doing better, because we are going to start, right now we're holding interest rates, but eventually 2027, they're going to really reduce the interest rates. And so what happens when you reduce interest rates? Market goes up because it's cheaper to take out money. More money is going to be flowing in and out. So I don't know. Like, I think that, yeah, I'd like to see something happen in 2027.
Yeah, it'll be a beautiful trading year. I really do. This year hasn't been too bad. You know how it is. This year has just been like
booty.
One. It's really a sell the news type market right now. I swear.
Yeah. Like yesterday, there was like more bombings and stuff, and I don't know. I was like, just buy it, y'all.
Just buy it. That's why I like, my goal in the end is like I have like a certain dollar amount I want to make. I don't want millions of dollars or anything. Like,
that's silly.
A minimum amount and be done, and then just like swing trade, so I don't have to look at these charts all day.
Yeah. That's the dream. You know, you get into trading, you're functional enough to understand what's going on, and they can. Yeah.
It's too volatile. You know, it's too much stress. I'm very zen focused. So
yeah. Yeah. So Angel told me like a little bit about you, but I'd love to hear like your background, how you got started, what do you do for a living, like, you know, things, because Angel's told me some stuff and I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah. Oh no, you can say whatever. I'm always transparent.
What's your profession?
So I am a firefighter paramedic.
Nice.
I've been college graduate. I've been doing that since I was just in high school. So since about 2015.
How old are you now?
28.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've been doing that since then. And yeah, I've just been following that journey for quite a while. I love it. It's a good job. I like the people more that I work with than, you know, the job is fun, but you have the things you see, the people you deal with. I've traveled all over. I've worked all over as a paramedic, doing that as well. But now I'm kind of solidified as just a firefighter paramedic where I work. So yeah, I work 48-96. So I work 48 hours on straight, and then I have 4 days off, which is nice. And that's why I have the availability, besides taking care of my kids and spending time with my wife. You know, I have that time to kind of jump over here early in the morning and trade or do things like that.
Yeah. So you're on the West Coast, so you're waking up market open, or are you primarily trading Asia session?
So I guess it depends on the day, because of freedom. But like, so yeah, from like 5 to 10, usually I'll trade the Asia session. That's pretty normal. It just depends. but morning, then if I have stuff going on with the kids or I want to go out and do something, I'm not gonna sit by the charts.
How many kids and how old are they?
I have a almost 2-year-old and a 1-month-old.
I was gonna say, are you teaching them how to trade?
I put my daughter over here when I set up my computer and like, oh, hey,
awesome.
let's do this. But I just like fire and EMS, and like I'm gonna try and push her to not do these career paths. But
yeah, why? Like, I'd love to dive into that. Like, what do you think that it's more like psychology or to?
Yeah, that one's a loaded question, but we got the time. So you see a lot of things, right? And that's not the factor. People always ask me, like, what's your darkest call that you've ever been on? Like, that's a really common question. What's like the worst thing you've ever seen? And I've seen a lot of things.
Yeah.
Especially at a young age when I first started that you probably should not see.
Yeah.
So the biggest psychological part of it isn't that. Sometimes it happens when you see bodies. Sometimes you relive that stuff when you're in your house. And that stuff sucks, right? That's why we have support people. We talk to people. We have like I talk to a therapist every once in a while. I talk to family, wife, all that stuff. And that's really what helps. But like, it's just like the job itself of the politics, the people outside of who is like your really good core group that you work with, it starts to drag on you after a while. And it's just like any other job.
Yeah.
There's just an added factor because it's so high stress. And I kind of relate it to trading because trading.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably that mental strength that it takes to deal with what you deal on a daily basis is like, well, then when it comes to your trading psychology here, it's just maybe helps you. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff as well. And I feel like because I'm so mentally strong, that has allowed me to persevere through this, even when it was just bad, And I could see how that would correlate and kind of set you up for something like this.
Yeah. And then the sleepless nights, those are probably, because like on average, there's a lot of health. Okay, the sleepless nights are bad, so that affects your cardiovascular health, right? That's why a lot of the guys have like sleep apnea, and that sleep apnea affects like your heart, and because you're having the lack of oxygen in the middle of the night, from that you start damaging that stuff. And this isn't medical advice, I'm just saying. And then the other thing is like, the health hazards, right? We go on calls where I've been shot at before, I've been cut, punched, things like that. You have the toxins that we breathe in fires. Like, we have masks and stuff that we wear to like breathe regular air, but we sweat, right? We sweat. Yeah. You got smoke, all this bad stuff, and it gets absorbed into your smoke, still gets into your body. Like,
so that's crazy.
Yeah,
and that'd be like something that somebody does to try to fix that,
Oh, they should. But what I've noticed is that, and everybody could probably tell you this, it doesn't get fixed until somebody dies. It's like it literally is like 9/11, right? We had the infrastructure we didn't have the infrastructure for the correct response plan with the ICS system. We did in the separate part of it, which was wildland firefighting, but now we didn't have it until then.
Yeah.
And it's sad that we had to wait until then to lose and have an American tragedy and all that happen. So it's
like, people will, maybe they like think about these things, but they don't. They think about it because you could think up anything. You could think and imagine anything. But it takes something happening to actually be able to implement these. And it's that same thing with trading too. Like, it took me blowing $22,000 in my 150 away from a payout. Took me blowing 22,000 to like really implement risk settings. You know what I mean? And so like these things it makes sense, but it shouldn't be that way. It's just like nobody can tell the future, like mind read. You can only just say like this could happen, and it kind of like translates a lot into everything, really.
Yeah, especially
yeah, and so sorry. So Angel, if you could start the giveaway, guys, we're gonna get the giveaway started. If you would like to be a part of that, create an account on E8 Markets and verify yourself. And then you'll go into our Discord and you can join that giveaway. Also, I want a little shout out Sakuna. Sakuna is awesome. He's been like my moderator and set up my Discord and a bunch of other people's. And he got a payout today with E8 Markets, $800. So round of applause for Sakuna. W's in the chat. But yeah, so here, sorry. Like, look at this market right now. It's so trash.
I know.
Guys, don't trade this.
When you were talking about strong will, like we're like, oh man, my brain says let's do this, and then you're like, no, or like you're holding a trade and you're like your willpower is like,
100%.
Downside to us having strong like minds, it's like
I'm glad that I think in the afternoon we'll get a bigger sell-off, but I got a closure here and then it closed really nicely here on this VWAP. So I took my trade down here. I think I got out like right here somewhere because it started coming back up. And that's the money that I made today. So I'm good. I'm not going to be trading for the rest of the day. And I really wouldn't advise anybody else to trade either until something happens. Like, we're going to come up here. We probably won't sweep that level. We'll probably just like linger up here somewhere and consolidate. We did take this low here. So I'm still thinking that we come down to midnight or POC at some point. It's just a matter of if it wants to do that. I just feel like the market price action is moving really odd right now. And I'm not like completely sold on. It's just like 80% of the time the market consolidates and 20% of the time you get like a real move. So I think today is just one of those days it's going to sit here and consolidate.
Yeah, I was hoping to trade my new E80 funded account on live stream. But that did not happen.
Yeah, I don't know if you should do that yet.
No.
Yeah, we could definitely have you on in the future and like, do some live trading. If you're into doing that with
of course
your session. Yeah, sorry, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I know between 10 and 12. That's my other time that I'm okay to trade. It's not
10 a.m. as in like
so yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific time to 12 Pacific time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like my most perfect. It's not my Asia session, but it's probably about half that. So
that's literally my no trade zone. It's a lunch hour.
I'll throw in a trade during that time.
That's so crazy. Okay. All right, let's see. Gives me more. What's your code for E8?
It is my regular name, so it's just Collin Rice.
Okay, so the reason this code doesn't work, my friend, is because you got the wrong one. It's COLL.
No, yeah, COLIN.
Collin Rice.
Yeah, all one. That should get you the best discount, apparently.
Right.
I'm told.
There you go. Yeah, so if you're purchasing an account, feel free to use Collin's code there. And that'll get you the highest discount that's available at this moment.
Somebody asked earlier, and I thought I'd bring it up. They were asking, it's like num. That was the person's name. I said, what account type would you recommend who's just starting in the prop firm space? Abby, I don't know what you think. I would like to hear what you think. I would definitely, if you're into futures, I'm not going to tell you which account to get, and this is not advice. I'm just saying, like, personally, when I started out, I really do like, the signature futures product, or at least something that has a daily pause in it, or something that has something that'll stop you. Because if you're in the beginning and you don't know how to stop, like, you're not going to.
And at this very moment, they're unavailable, but I will press to get those back because I like them too. My last 10K payout came from some signature accounts. And so I like the signature accounts. I like the rules. I know that people don't, but I like it. I feel like you're right. It kind of keeps you in check. It's nice to have a daily pause because I had 4 funded accounts, and I did some fuck shit. Pardon my French. I went in there and I did something. I think because you on Tradeovate you have to 4x your account things, right? And how I get in is 1, and I add to the position. When I get out of the position, if I just want to close half of them or close whatever, I'll do 4 times blank and then get myself out of the position 50%, right? And so it was already set to some high contract number, and I just go blah, 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 because I'm thinking it's set to 1. And within 25 seconds, I'm always doing many different things. So within a few seconds, I look over, I'm where's my where did it go? Blew it. And it daily paused me, which is fine because it I had 6,000 profit in all of the accounts. So it daily paused me at 4,000. And I was still, it was they were all funded accounts. So it was nice to have that pause. And if it was any other account, maybe it just completely took everything for the day, and I'd be really sad.
Yeah, because then you're oh shoot, should I make this back?
Then you get your mental overload where you just go into psychological breakdown. NQ Trader Soma, the way to enter the giveaway: create an account with E8 Markets, verify your account, go into the settings, connect it to your Discord, and once you're connected to your Discord, you can go to our Discord and enter that giveaway. Hopefully that was as confusing as it sounded, because it sounded really confusing to me. Yes, we are giving away the Zero account. So yes, the Zero account, it's a $600 account. So you should definitely try to get in there and get those, because we're new. We only get 30 people who are entering this. You have a 1 in 30 chance to actually win. And we see multiple, the same people cycling through these. So try to get in there, friends. And if you're not able to do it today because it takes time to verify your E8 account, you can actually get in there tomorrow, here Monday through Friday, and we do giveaways every day. So we'd love to see you guys again. Like the stream if you haven't already. Yeah,
that thumbs up. There's a thumbs up button in there.
Hit that thumbs up button. Give us some positive energy. So anyways, how long have you been trading?
So I've been trading since 2020. Just like you, I've kind of gotten more serious about it over the last 3 years. Most of it started with crypto, right? Same thing. And I was a valuation stock trader. So I would just I was always interested in finance. So I would just try and build my Roth IRA account. So I would just swing trade positions, and I would just base them off of the yearly RSI. And I would wait till the RSI is way down low, and then I would buy a position. And it worked, weirdly enough, when you're that far out with the RSI. It worked. I was surprised, but I didn't even know what I was doing back then. I was this looks like it should work. I should try it. And so
that's what I'm waiting on right now for my cash accounts. I'm just waiting for the price to get so unbelievably low. And once it hits that, I'm gonna just invest and hold.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people say, Warren Buffett and a bunch of financial advisors, the best time to get in is anytime. If you're timing the market, you're really only saving, like, if you time the market, I mean, and that's what we want to do as traders, is try and time the market. But like, you're really only saving yourself on the long term, like maybe $10,000 of your whole account by the time you retire is what the average.
Tell that to my 19,000 cash that I closed out of and took a 19K cash L on my accounts. Tell that to them. Tell that to them.
An L? Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Was that an options contract or what?
No, I had like purchased some individual stocks that were pretty inflated, but they corrected. They're back at what they were now. I shouldn't have closed it. It just, I knew it was going to go down more. I wanted to sit it out. And then everything's been so shifty that I just did not feel comfortable getting back in after. Which was like Robinhood, Coinbase, obviously when everything decided to go F itself. It kind of just like took a big hit on, I think I also had like ARK, and these were all AI tech kind of things.
Oh yeah, so in the beginning, yeah.
Oh, I bought Dell when Trump said to, and I think I sold it at like 420, and it's at 450 now.
Very nice. I'm actually in a Campbell's. I've been
Campbell.
on it. Oh, you got to let me show this chart. You're going to love
Yeah,
this.
share your screen.
So
Campbell's chicken soup?
Campbell's, yeah, 100%.
Ew.
They said some mean things not too long ago, or at least one of the people said some mean things, and it kind of dumped it for a while. But I'm really big into Campbell's right now. So I've swing traded like some big American companies like STZ, which is Constellation Brands. Oh, and what was the other one? Constellation Brands. Oh, I have it in my phone. I can't remember all of them. I can't keep track these days, especially when you're just like trading the SPY and stuff. But I have an option here. We'll just talk about Campbell's because I know. So I've been watching Campbell's since its big giant dip on the daily here.
Yeah.
And I haven't updated this trend line, but I've been waiting. We've had the war news, stuff like that, and we've hit this bottom. Campbell's on a whole has like, here's my analysis on this chart.
Campbell's. I would just never think about Campbell's.
That's right. That's exactly right. Nobody would think about Campbell's. But like, it's an American staple. It's food. It's been around since the 1980s, 1960s. It's been on a continual trend. And
what's the ATH?
I don't know. You tell me. What ATH as
all-time
in?
High. All-time high.
Oh, all-time highs. Yeah, sorry.
50 or 70?
67. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a third of the price right now.
A third of the price. It's hitting the 50 EMA here. This is just on the 12 month. So yeah, I've been watching this, and for the short term, so I do really love this one. So yeah, we hit this. If I go down to like my smaller time frame though, so I am in a call option. I've been in it and this is going to be a swing trade for the year, but we've hit these bottoms here from 2002.
Yeah.
Conveniently, every time, if you look at it from 2020, when we had, this is 2018, about 2020, we've had a dip during the COVID, and we've had a return and a retracement back up. 2008, we had the same thing, which I think is right here in this range, right? These three candles. We've had a dip and a retracement. Same thing with, what was it? I think those were the only two. There was one more market condition that I was looking at too, but we've always had one after some sort of recession or some sort of like bad economic, like macroeconomic thing. So that's kind of what I'm playing on right now, is that same factor. We've hit these bottoms here. And so I put my line in the sand there, and I've been watching this baby, and I was like, all right. And it started bottoming out. it started bottoming out a lot, like right here. You can just see it's kind of just rounding and flattening since March. And so I entered the contract right here. And so I'm just sitting on it until like January or February of next year. But I'm expecting at least the movement. I'm not catching that whole move, but I'm catching like a small movement, at least back up to, I think it was 30 is what I have, is right up here. Because that continuation of constant movement back up after any sort of like macroeconomic event. We have the war going on. It's been showing a lot of support here. So it doesn't look pretty when you look at it right now, but this is what I was saying. I love camels. I like to sell like.
So you said you're not going to try to make the whole move. What would be like a good exit point for you?
So a good exit point for me, right, is I'll look at the price action, and I have that like on my YouTube. I talk about the risk management, like dynamic pricing. So for me on this contract, I'm just looking for this zone here. So these last previous swing high. So 30 would be the max, right? But I'll probably shoot for just below 30, probably in this 28.
Front run it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I have. Like I have my strike price like way above it because I know it's going to hit that. Like, okay, I don't know, but I have very high confidence that we'll at least hit that zone.
When I look at this chart, I see bearish structure, right? We put in some lower lows, right? Which ultimately, this would be the point that I'm looking for a lower high. So I would want to look at this chart and find some sort of imbalance in this area that would kind of like the price would come back up in this area somewhere, create another lower low because we're in this bearish structure. And then, if it wants to come back down here, I personally don't I've never looked at this chart before, so
yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Looking at it the way that I would read the market, that's something I would see. But yeah, you take the low hanging fruit and you definitely could, like, you could get in right here on an options and hold it and at least get to this area, like we right now rejected this area, but if we hold support and we want to come back up, that's your next low hanging fruit. And then, up here as well, if you want to like look for something up there.
The next one and then the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, but we took these lows, which ultimately when you take a level like that, that's when you see a bigger bounce. And so, it looks like it could be a good trade for sure. I don't know anything about Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
That's how I plan to retire, is the dividends, a lot of dividend like investment. So I'll just like, as long as I have a monthly income, like that's how I plan to do it.
Yeah, it's smart. You got a lot of that's something a lot of people don't understand. So you got a little like education there. But yeah, if you can invest in companies that pay you to be a part of the companies, like you get money back. And if you invest enough to get enough money back, you're making a solid income per month. You just have money coming in every day.
Strong companies, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I like trading a lot. It's one of those things that I learned a strategy, and because I've learned that strategy, it allows me to take it to any chart, any asset, and any style of trading. So I learned futures, but I've been successful in Forex. I've been successful in crypto. I've been successful in and you can take it to options too.
Yeah. So, have you traded like your same like ES chart with like options or NQ with the Qs?
Yeah. Yeah, but like it's a little suspect because obviously you have to do it in a cash account, which makes the psychology a little bit harder. So when I'm looking at like
we had the PDT rule change though. You know that, right?
The PDT, the 25K.
No, it's 2,000 now.
Well, Yeah, I know that. It was like a 25K to day trade. I
Yeah.
have more than that in the account, so I never ran into the issue, but yeah, it
Yeah.
was like a thing.
But now you
but-
can do, you should be able to, I think, right?
Yeah. So listen, like this is crazy, y'all. We're just sitting. This is like I'm on the weekly chart, consolidation, and look at all of these areas down here. Like this is why I'm not putting money in. I like want to see price to come down here, fill this, put in that low, and then my cash accounts, I'm gonna max them out for this. Right? Like that's what I'm waiting on. That is my long term. I'm sitting on cash until then. Cause that move right there, the fuck?
Be
Like-
a beautiful move.
Yeah. I just need to see closure. Like it's kind of hard because
Yeah, it's always an ascending asset. It always seems
Yeah.
like the Qs are always going up, always. Going
Yeah.
up.
Like if you wanted to swing trade something, like you get a closure below here and you can trade this. You get a closure below here and you can trade this. Like you can trade the little moves down, but ultimately I am looking for price to come back down, fill this area or, wherever it wants to bounce. And then once I get that inversion, that's when I'm putting in full throttle, putting in my cash accounts.
Yeah. How I've never looked at it. How long can you do an options contract for? How many years?
You can do years. Yeah.
That would be awesome to do at that point, do a 5-year contract from there.
Alexa, how many years can you put an options contract?
An options contract usually lasts up to a year.
Year.
Long-term leads can extend several years.
Several years.
3 or more.
3 or more. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Give or take. Yeah, I think Kathy would. No. Pelosi. Pelosi just put some contracts on two different stocks. And I want to say she's got a 2-year expiration on them.
No, nice. Yeah.
She got the big ones.
Yeah, what some people don't know is you could actually take out loans against those to pay for your house, and it's a cheaper interest rate than you would for anything. It's amazing. So,
oh yeah,
especially if they're in the money, it's kind of
looking at all these charts on the weekly thing, there's so much room here in gold too for it to come back down and we're. Call me crazy, but I just I'm waiting for some sort of crash. I want to see a crash.
Yeah, that's actually funny you say that because even on ES, that's pretty much the same move I'm looking for. I'm waiting to go back down to your top there that you saw in NQ, and that's on the weekly. And I'm yeah, consolidating. We're just waiting.
Yeah, I was in 30, 40K at this price here. Oops, sorry. I don't know why I put so many circles, but I was in down here.
Yeah.
And then we went up and I was oh, I got so much money. And then I sold around 70 something, 75 to 78. And now we're back up to my entry price.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but I sold it all. I'm down.
That's all right. That's the beautiful thing about those accounts, right? You can hold them. Those are the actual ones that you can hold and just let ride until you die. But this one
I was in at 260, and then it literally went down here and I sold. But it's not. I think this Coinbase is going to be really good for when crypto starts moving again. That's when you want to put a bunch of money in Coinbase. Yeah. They just release stocks as well. So when the stock market's doing well and the crypto market's doing well, that's when you want to invest in things like that. Robinhood is overall, it's a great long-term buy. I actually feel I should probably, it's crossing that.
I was waiting for a bottom on Robinhood again before I got back in, but I feel long-term wise, just DCA into it because it's such a wide known brokerage. I think it's always advancing. It's going to be around for a long time. I'm not saying use Robinhood. I'm just saying
I'm saying use Robinhood because Robinhood's the leading in the industry. Yeah, like listen, like you could go on Coinbase and you could do all the same things now because they've released stocks. And I love Coinbase, but Coinbase is really strong. Like if you go to anybody that's in the crypto space, the tech on the back end is usually like Coinbase's tech. They're really good what they do, but the interface is not there. Robinhood simplifies it and makes the interface there, right? And so the other thing is like those cash accounts for like the new cash accounts for kids that Trump said $1,000 to anybody who has a kid between now and 2028.
So awesome.
Those custodial accounts are actually through Robinhood. So, you know, like there's a lot of upside to this stock. It's still in the low phases, and we just crossed the all-time high, which means we're probably looking to come, oopsie, that is a little aggressive. We're probably coming back up to this area to fill to there. So that right there is play in itself.
And we just need that one tweet.
Yeah, right.
One
just
tweet.
The tweets. We just need the tweets. Okay, so we are to the 8:30 points.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get this giveaway started. Angel, if you could send me the list, por favor. Por favor y gracias.
Yeah.
Yes, please
Mi
send that.
amigo, vamos.
How do you know Angel?
Met on Discord.
Nice.
And then we just like, I would say funny things on there because I could be a troll sometimes just for giggles because it's just entertaining.
Yeah, very much like that. You guys definitely have that. Have you met him yet?
I have not yet. We've just
let's get you scheduled one day, like next week or something, when he's here, and then you guys can like chop it up. But
I thought you were talking about in person.
No. Have you met him online?
Oh yeah, we met online.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say like he's awesome. Angel's my fave. I was like mad this morning, and he goes, "You're not gonna bring that energy here."
Yeah.
I was just tired. I was tired, and Angel's the type like he was like, I can do this. Hold on, let me show you. I can do this. And I could like make myself go away, whatever. So I'm like groggy. I'm tired. I just like, this is the first time I have not like put makeup on or whatever. And I was just like feeling like crap.
Yeah, you're like cutting in and out.
There, and I'm just like trying to wake up. And there's Angel like going like this to my screen. And I'm like, oh my God, please stop. And I'm like getting frustrated. He's like, you're not allowed to bring that energy here on stream.
Is that what you're doing to Angel? I'm sure that would piss him off.
No, he was doing it to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Angel, ¿dónde está list? Oh, never mind. I found it. Woo, we got a lot of entries today. Let's go. One of y'all is going to walk away with a $600 zero account for
you guys
free.
Will like it. You will like the account. I have yet to trade it, but you will like the account.
The code was released 30 minutes ago, my guy. But come back tomorrow. Create an account on E8 Markets. Verify your accounts on E8 Markets and come back tomorrow. We are here Monday through Friday. Okay, I'm gonna run this right quick. La 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 la.
Was that a new account I just saw in there? Did you get an E80?
No, I'm actually trying to get Angel to get rid of that one. Angel, get rid of that one.
I can't see it. You're good.
No, it was a signature account.
Oh.
And I don't want the signature account because they're currently not available. So I just want to make sure that there's no confusion on the back end, like whether or not I can take a payout on it, because that's not available. So like, yeah. Like,
I thought you would still be able to take a payout even if you have it, wouldn't you?
Well, if it's not available to the public, why would it be available to me, you know?
Oh, well, did you buy it before they went non-public?
After it was taken away. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Privileges.
Yeah, we don't want any confusion there. I just want to make sure I can take my payouts.
Yeah, that's fair. What's the sketchiest prop firm you've ever tried? Because I tried one this last couple of weeks and I'm still sitting on waiting for a payout.
Who is it?
Well, the name to not be named.
No. Please go ahead. I want to hear it. Sketchiest prop firm.
Well, what is it?
You can also write it
I
in
don't
the.
know if I should say the name because I'm looking at my email now and it says payout approved, but I haven't
Okay,
seen
wait. Before you say it, send it in the private chat. Can you send it there or no? I don't know if you have access.
Yeah, hang on. Let me connect.
Guys, so remember that you can only win once every 7 days. Like, I have to wait 7 days after you receive your account to be eligible for another one. So I'm just double checking that we don't have any of those. I think we're good. I think we got it.
They had really good deals. Here, I'll put it in there. There we go. But, I still haven't seen the money in my account. They just take a really long time to actually process your funds.
Does it start with an A and end with a PAX?
Starts with an F, ends with an E.
I'm going through so many right now. Where'd you send it? I don't see it.
Oh, it's there. I put it in there.
Oh, you put it in. You put it in the chat there. Okay. Wait. Okay, wait. I had no idea that you're the one that, that's so funny. I had no idea that was you. You're always on our stream.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
You're always in our chat.
Yeah. I like to mess with you guys all the time. Like, I'm just dicking around. So I'm like, oh, you guys are silly. And so I'll be like, do.
Yeah, no, I had no idea. That's so funny. Okay, here. Let's do, what do you think? 30 seconds? 100? 500?
Let's do 1 minute.
1 minute. 60. Oh. How did I click a 5? The moment that I open this, my computer just starts wigging out. Doing the craziest stuff. Please work. Oh, no. Not 60 minutes.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I think you should be fine. If not, head on over to Prop for a Match and show them that you were supposed to take a payout and did it, and they will make that prop firm look bad. Yeah, that's the glory of Prop for a Match. They kind of tell you if prop firms are credible or not. So it's a good little safe haven to figure out if you're trading somebody that's not going to pay you or not.
60-minute duck race.
I didn't do that, right? All right, let's run it. Let's run this duck race. All right, good luck to everybody. Remember, if you're first in the beginning.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out on me. I don't think I can hear you, but that's okay. We can see the duck race.
That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Here, I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to boot. I can't boot him. Can you hear me? All right, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but Manish 032725. All right. Am I back? Am I back? Hello? Am I back?
Oh yeah, you're back. Hi.
Okay, sick. Okay, cool. I don't know. Could you guys see the results on that?
I didn't see it.
Did it show it?
Everyone was saying it was lagging. Congrats, Manish. Somebody did Manish. All
right, the way to collect this, Manish, is by DMing me DMing me from your username, and make sure that you send me your email and whether you want Forex or future crypto. And congratulations to our winner.
Futures.
Who won yesterday? Yesterday was Yusuf, I think. Wait. Let me see. Actually, wait, Angel, I'm gonna need you to tell me if we have had any I don't know. Just make sure that nobody's double winning, Angel. Make sure that nobody's double winning. Guys, the way to collect this is by DMing me directly on Discord and letting me know your email for E8 Markets, and then we can get that information over to you. Angel, I need to know who's been winning, like, because I want to make sure that we don't like double send, or that I can take them out of the list before, and that whole thing. Yes.
Wow. Bushido is writing down the winners. He's been writing them down.
No, you have not. Let's see. I want to see this.
That's what he
Bushido is like the clutchest person on here. Like, he's here every day, and he like always writes in all of this stuff. Like, all of our, like, if we have like certain things that we need to explain to people, like, he's always the first one to like drop the info.
Wow,
I don't even have that
sounds
info.
like we need to push a free account his way.
You're not wrong, but he wins them all the time. Like, like I said, we have, you know, right now there's 300 people watching on stream, but the majority of these people are tuning in from X, so they're not taking part in the giveaway. So there's like 30 to 40 people that are in the giveaway from YouTube. And yeah, guys, if you're on X right now, just know that you have way more features available on YouTube, and you can join the giveaways if you create an account on E8 Markets, and you can win a $600 account for free. Yeah. Yeah, he said, I got a 0 account on Monday. Yes,
there you go.
Yes, you did. In Q, you just got to be here every day, all day, and you're going to get there. You're going to win. You just got to get into those.
You got to start writing down the winners.
Yeah, exactly. I should start doing that, you know? I think I will do that. I think that's like a responsible thing to do. Anyways, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of surface that we should still cover at some point. So, you know, we'll have you on in the future, and you can come on when Angel's here, and you guys can have your little bromance and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. Well, we were talking about seeing if we can't do a E8 Markets Asia session. So I know there's a lot of other places out there that'll do like 2-session live streams.
Yeah. Yeah. We honestly, it would do really well. We're just trying to build up our consistency and build up the numbers, and then once it like feels good on the back end, then we'll definitely have London and Asia sessions too, and just keep the stream going and get those slots covered as well. But anyways, yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, and Collin, thank you for coming on. If you would like to find Collin, he is available. His YouTubes and Instagram and all of the stuff is down below in the description, so shoot a follow there. You can also shoot me a follow too if you want. Just kidding. Don't follow me. I don't want it. Just kidding. I do. But yeah, like, thank you again for coming on, and thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a blast. Finally get to mess and talk with you guys.
Next time you're gonna have to take a trade. Forcefully. You have to force a trade. All right, guys, W's in the chat, and we shall see you soon. I think it's you.
Do you think? Okay, it could be. I don't know. Maybe the kiddo's watching watching a movie.
Maybe. All right, guys. Everybody take care. See you guys tomorrow. Same time. New York session. Bye, Collin. Thank you again.
Thanks, Abby. See ya.
Bye.